Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through this evening. Like I said, the faithful few on this cold and freezing Monday night, but I do appreciate you coming through here this evening. There's so many exciting things happening at DuePoint at the moment. I feel quite overwhelmed. But nonetheless, if you're keeping track of what we're doing, we've got more to release every day, so just stay tuned in to us, and you'll get to know what we're doing in the next couple of weeks. It's so exciting what we're doing here at DuePoint. But anyway, wherever you are tonight, thank you for tuning in live and for joining us here this evening for our presentation. I'm going to spend 45 minutes with you this evening working through what we do at DuePoint. DuePoint, to start with, ladies and gentlemen, is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. So if you've looked up DuePoint as a company, you might not have found us, but that's because we're a division of another company called Constantia. Constantia was first founded in 1952, so it is already 66 years old. This is not a startup business, ladies and gentlemen. This is not something new. This is something well established in the South African market. We are listed on the JSE and we are licensed with the FSCA in South Africa, both as a life and short-term insurance company. So again, just to give you a sense of just trust in who we are and what we're doing here, know that we are well established in the South African economy. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider. There's our FSP number over there if you want to go and look us up and find out more about us. We're also a company made up of real people. This is something that seems to be more and more surprising at the moment. There's more and more companies kind of bandering around where we don't actually know who they are, where their offices are, what country they come from, whether they even have real people. Just recently, we've been reading in the newspaper about fictitious Facebook characters made up online by other people who then pretend to be the people of these companies. Well, you'll be glad to know that Monday through Saturday, you can come here and see us. We're real. You can call us and call our client service team Monday through Saturday. You've got the option to connect with us and actually see that we're real. And of course, you can come and see the office is real. Even as you look through the camera, I promise you the people here are real and the bricks and mortar are quite real. Come and see us. Know that you're dealing with a real homegrown South African company. Really important in understanding that. Too often these days, we are being taken to town and losing our money with all sorts of funny things that are blowing in from offshore. So we want you to have confidence in who we are. My name's Brendan Benfield. I'm going to run you through what we do here at DuePoint this evening. To start with, DuePoint's primary objective is that we want to create and put into the hands of South Africans a tool they can use to create lifetime wealth. At DuePoint, we don't make money. Money is what you get when you do transactional things like selling pots and pans and creams and all sorts of things like that. That doesn't create you a sustainable wealth. Wealth is money that's there every month on a recurring, steadfast, reliable basis. One that you can forecast on, that you can budget on. Right now, we have been stuck for many years in systems that ask you to buy things and sell them on. And only while you're able to do that can you create that transactional wealth, and that money pours through your fingers like water. It's there in the moment and gone the moment you can't be working. At DuePoint, our objective is to create a different kind of wealth, a permanent kind of wealth. When we're able to do that, we believe that we can put you back in control again. Because at the moment, you're not in control. Firstly, you're not in control of your income. And secondly, you're not in control of the economy that you live in. You know now, as a full-time employee, someone else is deciding how much you earn. Someone else is deciding what increase you're going to get, what promotion you're going to get, whether you get a bonus, etc., etc. You don't get a vote on that saying and on that outcome. And we know, therefore, that our average increases every year, 4%, 6%, 10%. This is not marrying the other thing that you're not in control of either, which is the economy. The economy's prices are rising constantly. You know it. Go into any shop and you'll see it. The food's getting more expensive, the clothes are getting more expensive, petrol's getting more expensive, everything's getting more expensive. This is the reality of the economy we live in, and the income increase is not matching the price increase at all. And as a result, we're forced to use this to get ourselves across that bridge. There's only one tool we've got as South Africans, and that's debt. It's the only thing that we have left in South Africa. We go in, and for every aspect of our lives, we get debt. We get debt for our clothes, debt for our cars, debt for our houses, debt for our groceries these days. Everything is debt, and it just slowly collapses our personal economy. If we're able to create wealth that's money there every month on a recurring basis, well, then we're able to unplug people from this debt system. And if we're able to do that, we've achieved our first objective. Our second objective is that we want to get South Africans involved again and participating in the financial services industry. It's an incredibly regulated industry no matter where you are in the world, and it means that most people are not involved in the financial services economy. And what we think we've done is we've opened the window to allow South Africans to participate again in this economy. With those two objectives put together, we've created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system, ladies and gentlemen, allows you as an individual to contract with us as a wealth engineer. As a wealth engineer, you're able to do the one task we ask you to do. It's not selling, it's not advertising, it's not marketing, it's not advising. We give you one task, the simple task of connecting individuals to us. If you're able to connect individuals to us, you're able to expand our market. And by expanding our market, you put us in a position as the insurance company to come along and facilitate the purchase of our products. Where we do that, we create revenue. Where we create revenue, we're able to create that wealth for you. And we do it through a monthly recurring extra income. We don't sell things here, like I've said to you, cleaning agents or pots or pans or all sorts of bits and pieces like that. We don't sell things. And as a result, we are not trapped in that spot of only being able to create income when you can sell. No, what we do is we use lifestyle and financial services products here. And they all run on automatic debit order systems. And you can have them your whole life, which means that every month, no matter your personal circumstances, whether you're sick or healthy, tired or energized, every month our debit orders run, and every month your income comes in. You can now rely on it. You can forecast on it. You can budget on it. This is what we do here at DuePoint. We create that certainty through our system. We then wrap this in your ability to leverage other people to create income for you. Why? Because people are always telling us, I don't have time. I don't have time for this. It's the favorite excuse. Folks, nobody's got time. Everybody's in the employment and labor industry of South Africa. Nobody's got time. We have created it so that you can leverage others. You can bring other people in and they can create for you wealth even as you sleep in our system. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is not an employment opportunity. We're not employing anyone here. You remain completely independent of us. We put this tool in your hands and you're able to use it as much or as little as you want in creating wealth for yourself. And you're able to do that at no cost. This is the other big thing. Every time I pick up a newspaper, I read about how people have lost money. The latest one is one that's blown in from China. They're now packaging goods in Randburg and handing them out to people to create once-off income that's taking their money as they buy these fake products and lose them. I'm constantly reading about and hearing this. At DuePoint, we don't ask you to buy stuff. There's no box of things, box of rewrapped and relabeled things that you have to buy. There's no starter kit. There's no starter guide. There's no application form fees. There's no monthly admin or sales or marketing fee that is put to you. We try and create wealth for you, not take it from you. By simply being a product owner at DuePoint, you're automatically a wealth engineer at no additional cost to you every month. And so tonight's not a financial risk decision. In addition, it doesn't require any specific educational qualification. Why? Because again, no selling in the DuePoint system. We contract you out of it. No advising, no intermediary service, brokerage, no agency relationship with us at all. Everybody's given that one task of just connecting people to us. That's it. And so everybody in South Africa can do that task for us. And it means that everybody is in a position to start building a proper asset. You see, where you've got something that produces a recurring income, you're now able to price that asset and sell it. You can now sell it to someone else. This surprises people. They hear me say it in all our introduction presentations, but they don't remember it or they don't understand it. You can actually take your team and sell it to somebody else in our process. It's a real asset. And in addition, one day when you pass away, you will be able to transfer your asset to your children. And this means that instead of handing debt over to your children, you'll be able to hand over an income stream, one that's there every month for them. They can take it, build it even further, and hand it over to your grandchildren. We've created what we believe is generational legacy here at DuePoint, something that no selling a pot or pan could create for you. Here, it's beyond your ability. It's into the ability of the generations to come. That's what we've created at DuePoint. In addition, we've created the system to be as convenient for you as possible, one that we expect people to be proud of. If you come and look at what we've looked like here at DuePoint, you will see that we've put the best in place for everything. The best building, the best staff, the best technology, the best products, the best process, the best system. Everything to make you proud, that you never have to go to your friends and be embarrassed about talking about DuePoint. In addition, you don't have to sell any products. That means you don't have to have them in your house or in your boot or in your car, and they don't go off, and you don't have to return them and all of this sort of jazz. None of these things that people are normally embarrassed about apply in the DuePoint system. And lastly, of course, you don't do any presentations. The only people that do presentations are Rob and I, and we do it out of this room 6 days a week, 7 times a week, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 6 days a week, every day, night times, lunch times, mornings. We do the presentation with our technology. We are everywhere all the time. We are in your pocket every minute of the day. You don't have to say, I'm not a salesperson. No problem. You don't need to be a salesperson. You don't have to be a people person. You don't have to be anything at DuePoint. You don't have to be a public speaker. All of this has been removed from the system, and we simply connect you in and give you that one task, that task of bringing and connecting people to us. If you're able to do that in one of these 4 ways, we're able to create wealth for you. So the first way is you can go to our information counter and buy one of our USB sticks. If you struggle with data, guys, this is the solution for you. It's a once-off cost of 170 Rand. You've got our memory stick, it's got our presentations on it. You plug it into a TV or computer, and there you are. You've got Rob or I presenting on that screen for you. And again, I push for this because a lot of people say, no, the problem with DuePoint, it's data, data. Yes, it's data. This is the 2018. It's 2018. Data is no longer an excuse. Now it's a budgeting issue. You've got to now say, I'm going to give up on the fast food and the alcohol and all of that to free up $500 a month maybe to have the data to do this business. But if you can't do that, get the memory stick. Do not let that be an excuse for not doing DuePoint. The second way of connecting people to us is here in our auditorium. My goodness, have we been struggling to get people in here during winter. We see our live stream numbers going up every single day, which we think is quite funny, but we're glad you're watching us. But we'd like you back here in the auditorium. I've got the heaters on, it's quite warm. You can come and ask the people here. Even the tea and coffee is warm outside, and special concession if you book online. So if you use our app and you go to events and you attend and you're on the list, they're going to let you in at the gate to park inside for winter. Now, let's see you all come back here, please. I'd like to see you. Shake your hand. Know that you're not dead. I know you're all out there, but I can't see your face. I'd like to see your face again. Come back in here. But if you're not in this area, if you're not in Gauteng, if you're in the other 8 provinces of South Africa, it doesn't matter because we've got our YouTube channel. You go to our YouTube channel, you search for DuePoint, and you will find every presentation we've ever made on YouTube. And in fact, we've got a great competition coming up in the next week with regard to our YouTube channel on Facebook. So make sure you are on both if you want to get involved with that. But it means that 24 hours a day, anywhere in South Africa, you can flick a button and be playing a DuePoint presentation to someone, connecting them. You do not need to wait for us to go live. But the fourth way of connecting people to us is through our live presentations. Every single one of our presentations every day is broadcast across the country live. And this means that if you're stuck at work or at home or at the kids' school or wherever you are, as long as you've got a screen and an internet connection, you push play and you're live in the room with us. And you can gather your acquaintances around and connect them to us. No other system in the country offers you this. None. Offers you this reality that you are connected to DuePoint system 24 hours a day. And while you do that, as you connect individuals to us, some of them are going to see through their stigmas. Some of them are going to catch the vision of what we're trying to do. And when they do, they're going to become wealth engineers like you, and we're going to allocate them to you, and your channel will be born. These folk are going to go out and connect people to us as well. Some will become wealth engineers, and again, we will allocate them to you. And this process over time will repeat itself as your channel spreads out across the country. Now, folks, having penetrated the market, we as DuePoint then come along. Not you, we as DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout your channel, and your income is now born. What's important to note is that this is not a pyramid scheme, it's not a Ponzi, and it's not a get-rich-quick scheme either. This is a highly regulated and licensed industry that we're in, and business that we are. This is the real deal. This is real wealth creation. And therefore, the one thing it doesn't do is make you rich quickly. And this is, of course, what everybody actually wants. Even though the get-rich-quick schemes take your money and run away and you never get rich, people in South Africa are desperate. They're desperate for it right now. Now, unfortunately, in the DuePoint system, we make you rich slowly. What Rob says, we're the only get-rich-slow scheme in the country. But we're the get-rich-permanently scheme as well. This is where we create wealth over time. And this is a switch that has to flick in your heads. Many people struggle with it, of all sectors of the economy. When we put them in here and they start working at DuePoint, they suddenly realize I wasn't lying. It's going to take time. And when I say time, it takes months and years to create a wealth that will change you and your personal economy forever, but it changes it forever. And that's the lesson that's got to be learned, because it's real. Now, for those of you who are willing to put the time and the energy and the thought and the perseverance into building this, ready to go through the up times and the down times, for those that are willing to do that, we're able to start facilitating the creation of your wealth. And we do that through the purchase of our products. We have 3 products. Our first product is our Access Wealth Plan. Our Access Wealth Plan costs 324 Rand a month. And for 324 Rand a month, you get 2 independent products. Your first one is your very own tax-free investment account. This is your account. You can put any amount of money you want to put into up to the legal statutory limits, which are about 2,500 Rand a month. But you can put it in, and it's your money. You can take it out at any time. There's a short delay as they sell the shares and cash it back out. It's about 5 to 7 days, I think. But there's no other waiting period. You're not going to wait 5 years for your money. It's your money. You can put it in and take it out as you need, and it's tax-free. We take 100 Rand of your 324 Rand, and we put it into your investment account every single month. Now, the second product that you get in that 324 for the 224 Rand that's remaining is 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. That's 120,000 Rand that your beneficiaries get if you pass away from an accident, plus the value of your investment. We've got to start understanding the value of what we have done at DuePoint. For many people, I had them fighting with me last week, but you know, nobody wants personal accident cover. Well, nobody wants it because they don't understand it. What is your highest chance of dying under the age of 65? It's accident. You are going to die from an accident under the age of 65. It's very scary how few people believe that. They think they're going to get a cold and die from the cold. No, folks, you're going to get run over, you're going to get shot, you're going to be in a taxi accident, you're going to get in a car accident, you might even die in an airplane accident. All of those things take precedent until you're about 65. And of course, under 2 years of age, but none of you are under 2. So, this is what we do. Now, what's very important to note about this product as well, and we've been fighting guys on this, not lots, but a handful of guys, is that we do not invest the full 324 Rand. 100 Rand a month is what we take from your 324 and we invest it. The other 224 is for your personal accident cover. Please remember that, and please tell people that correctly. Don't give them the lie that it's 300 Rand a month. We get that a lot, and it's nonsense. I say a lot. We get it 4 or 5 times a month. Right. Our second product is our Wealth Card product. Our Wealth Card product is 249 Rand a month. And for 249 Rand, you get 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. 1 million Rand. No matter how old you are, no matter what your pre-existing conditions are, no matter what conditions your life and your job is, you get it. No medical declarations or examinations, and no waiting periods. After 1 premium, you are under cover for 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. All of our products designed to create wealth for you. No one is excluded from our products here at DuePoint. At the moment, we do not cover illness and natural causes because that would exclude other people. And that's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to create wealth for you so that everyone can come in and be in your channel building your wealth with us. The third product that we have is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month. And for 299 Rand, you get access to all of our suppliers. We had such a wonderful example of this the other day. If you were here on Throwdown Thursday, last week Thursday, you would have seen Zacchaeus from Nelspruit talking about how his entire life has become hinged around our Wealth Points program. We've had people before say, oh, this $2.99, I pay it and I get nothing. You only get nothing if you don't use it. It's like if you go to the gym and you pay the gym fee, you can pay it until the cows come home. You will not get ripped. But if you go in and use the gym equipment, you'll get ripped. Get out there and use the product, and you will find in there retail stores. What did we say? Zacchaeus talked about the things he buys on takealot.com. He uses altitude travel to buy his air tickets to get here in Joburg. He's using every part of our business, checkers and all sorts of suppliers to change his personal economy, getting discounts, packages, services, account managers that he would not have got if he did not have this product. And so for $2.99, we put this product in your hands. Get out there and get good at using it. I think some people have made the excuse of, no, it's too difficult to use. Guys, we can't be lazy anymore. We've got to pick it up, use it. Everything's on our website. Everything's on the app. We've made it as easy as possible. Start using the product. You can change your monthly expenditure completely with our Wealth Points programs. No more excuses. Get out there and make yourselves wealthy through our system and our products. Folks, people say to me, how does this work then? Well, then we want to flip into the mechanics. How does the mechanics of creating wealth work for you here? What we would normally do to get you to connect with us is we would advertise to you. We would run adverts on TV and billboards and radio stations and all sorts. I've seen so much stuff lately driving around. We can't even see anymore for the amount of adverts that are pushed out there by banks and insurance companies. Now, naturally, that is to get you to connect to them. All right. Now, they spend hundreds of millions on that. How do they pay for it? Well, they build it into the price of your product. So whatever you're paying for your funeral cover, whatever you're paying for your car insurance, for your banking fees, you're paying for next month's marketing every time you pay one of those things. Now, we've done the same thing at DuePoint. The only difference is we do zero advertising. None at all. That's probably why you haven't heard of us before tonight, because we actually use you. You go out and connect individuals to us. You bring them the knowledge of DuePoint to them for the first time. And that means that all that money that we would have spent on SABC and DSTV and Prime Media and all of these guys ever, we've now got that available to redirect to you and your channel, creating that monthly recurring wealth that we're talking about. And we do this for you in two ways. The first way is through our returns program. Our returns program pays you £27.50 for every product payment made in your channel every month that it's made, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment is made. All right. To make it simple, you run out, you chat to some of your friends. Some of your friends become wealth engineers, the rest laugh at you, they tell you it's a pyramid scheme, your dad says, I warned you against this, da, da, da. But some of them get through it and they work out, hang on, this is the real deal, and become wealth engineers. When they do, they pay for their products, and when they pay for their products, you get £27.50 multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product every month that the payment is made. Not per person, not per pot sold. No, for every product, every month, you get that 55 Rand. Now, this puts you in the controlling seat, because if the guy over here takes 2 products, you get 110 Rand. If the guy takes 3 products, you get 165 Rand. So I've had some people say to me, what, 55 Rand? What am I going to do with 55 Rand? What they forget is the 55 Rand is there every single month going forward. So no matter what you could get on a transactional sale, that 55 Rand very quickly catches up to that and carries on beyond it with our system. This is wealth, not money, that we create here at DuePoint. These folks go out, they're going to chat to a few more of their friends. Some of them are going to become wealth engineers, pay for their products, and again you get £27.50 multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand every month. You've been here 5 minutes. You've put a handful of people into your channel, and you are already earning about 1,000 Rand a month, 12,000 Rand a year. Extra. You haven't quit your job to do this. This is an extra 1,000 Rand in the middle of every month, and that's what you've done. Now you put a little bit more time, a little bit more effort in. Your channel continues to grow as it expands out across South Africa, and you continue to earn, but now on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point. But there's no limit to how much you can earn at DuePoint. This is the most remarkable part of our system. From the 8th point on, you will always get 4% of £27.50. Where you've qualified to earn. You are free to build a channel as big as you like. You can build a channel 25 points big. And you can earn it all those points. You can hand it over to your children. They can build it 100 points big. And as long as they qualify to earn, they can earn on every one of those points. And we've got no timelines and no deadlines. You have your whole life to do it. Remember, I told you, some people are afraid of using their time. They go, if I'm not going to be rich in 90 days, I'm not doing this. Here, actually, reverse that position and go, you know what? I can take as long as I like. I've got all the years and all the time in my hands to build my wealth without ever having to worry about the time passing away. Every year, every month, every decade, my wealth grows with the DuePoint system, and I'm free to continue growing it as long as I want. So push out the short term, lift your eyes up, start watching the future, and even though things may go up and down on times, you're looking at that end goal, and you're knowing that you have the power to create any wealth you want at DuePoint, any wealth, whether it's 1,000 Rand a month, which is what maybe many people are looking for, or 100,000 Rand a month. That is in your hands, and you have all the time in the world to get there, and 51 million people to talk to. So, what does it translate to on the ground? What's the rands and cents you're going to actually earn here at DuePoint? Well, that's a good question. I can't really answer it. I can only guess, because every one of you is going to be building at a different rate. So we took 2 decades of information, 20 years, did a whole lot of actuarial mathematics on it, and we came up with what we think is a reasonable growth rate for you. You're new, you're a wealth engineer, you want to get going, you don't have a lot of time like everybody else, but you're able to put 3 plus 2 people into your channel. That's 3 people in your first month with us. That's it. 3 people in an entire month. And then every month thereafter, you put just 2 people in. 2 people. You have to put them in, and you have to do it every single month. That's the time commitment. 2 people. We've got guys that can put 30, 40 people in their channels here at DuePoint. So to ask for 2 a month, we think is pretty reasonable. Now, if you can do that consistently over time, and people in your channel do the same thing, you work with them to do it, and we apply the maths of people not doing it, and lapses and cancellation, we apply all that. We believe that after about 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year. You can see how different we are from Facebook. By now, you'd be in the Mediterranean if this was one of those Facebook things. You'd be earning 200,000 Rand a month. You would have this, that, and the next thing. No. Unfortunately, those are all lies, and generally, you walk away without any money. I read it in the newspaper every single week. Here, I'm going to be real with you. After 6 months, you'll be on 2,500 Rand a month. But let's just start understanding what 2,500 Rand a month can do for you. Think about your list of expenses right now. Imagine eradicating 2,500 Rand of them every single month going forward. Let's do another 6 months. If you can do another 6 months, then do 1 year with us. That's this time next year. The World Cup will be 1 year old by next year. Hey, it's World Cup. You guys don't look particularly excited. It's the soccer World Cup, not the rugby. You guys should be excited starting on Thursday. Hey, Thursday opening ceremony. This time next year, Soccer World Cup 2018, 1 year old. And we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. I don't care about the 100,000 promised to you on Facebook, which is a lie anyway. But I'm saying, how many South Africans would have a completely different experience of life if they're going to earn an extra 10,000 Rand a month? 120,000 Rand a year. How does that change things? How many South Africans, though, are willing to put 12 months of effort in? You know, 12 months is like this when you're outside it, but when you're in it, oh, I've been here 12 days, Brendan, I'm finished. I've spoken to, I get that. I've been here for 2 weeks, Brendan, everyone said no. I'm like, oh, sounds about right. I've been here for 8 months, Brendan, and I still don't have the money I want. Yeah, it sounds about right. You've got to put the years in. A year down, 9,000 to 10,000 Rand. If you can do 2 years, that rises to 27,000 to 30,000 Rand. 27,000 to 30,000 Rand, that's what you guys are waiting for. 27,000 to 30,000 Rand. 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. 27,000 to 30,000 Rand. How many people in South Africa are going to get to 27,000 to 30,000 Rand? How many? Philip. We were talking to a guy who does the whole Forex trading thing, and he was saying that everybody thinks they're going to be millionaires. Everybody thinks they're going to be millionaires. That's why they fall for these things. But the reality that we give you is that everybody can be on 27,000 to 30,000 Rand. Everyone can, if they are willing to put in 24 months. Only if they're willing to put 24 months in. You see, that's what they don't tell you elsewhere. Elsewhere, they promise you riches, but they don't give you the time frame. We give you the time frame. Can you do 36 months with us? That's 3 years. If you can do 36 months, you're on 45,000 Rand a month. If you can do 4 years, you can relatively confidently expect to be on about 60,000 Rand. And if you can do 5 years with us, half a decade, not 5 minutes or 5 weeks or 5 months, 60 months. If you can do 60 months with us, you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. 80 to 100,000 Rand a month is $1 million a year. There's your Facebook number right there. 5 years. Now, people say to me, no, I need the money now. I had a lady come to me once. It only happened to me once, I'll admit. But we've been doing this for quite a while. She came to me and she said, Brendan, I'm not waiting 5 years. I need 100,000 Rand now. And I said to her, okay, I'm sorry, I can't help you. There's a place down the road that takes your money if you'd like to go there. Folks, no one is going to get you to 100,000 Rand a month in 5 minutes. 100,000, how long have you been working in your career for? How many years? 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Nobody's on 100,000 Rand a month. It takes a lifetime to get there. And we were saying 5 years. 5 years of consistent, 5 years of ups and downs. 5 years where people are laughing at you, 5 years where people are growing. Can you survive those 5 years? Because if you can, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on R1 million a year with us. All right, so is it working? Are people working this on the ground? Yes, for sure. And we show you all different types. We show you people doing it slowly. We show you people doing it faster. We show you all the people in between. We're not shy to show you anything here at DuePoint. We put them on the stage every month, 2 or 3 people, just to show you a sample of those that are using the tool. And we try and pick them up from all over the country. Last week or the week before, we had 3 new people up. We had Lynette up. Lynette's been with us for 2 years. She is the story of persistency. If you go to YouTube and watch her story there, it is an amazing story of her persevering through many people laughing at her and letting her down, but she will not quit. That's one thing about Lynette. She laughs in the face of quit, and she carries on. And as a result, after 2 years, she's created an income for herself, a channel worth 16,000 Rand a month. 16,000 Rand a month. Over the 2 years, despite having taken longer than I think she should have taken to get there, she's earned 100,000 Rand with DuePoint. 100,000 Rand. How terrible has it been for her? You see, this is the thing. Her husband, I love her husband, Fricky, he's a great guy. He said, when he saw the first presentation, he came home and he said, Lynette, wait, somebody's going to lose their money. Watch. She says to him the other day, I still haven't lost my money. We don't take your money, so you can't lose money. We're not taking anything, you see. And instead what we've done is into her bank account, over the period of 24 months, we put 100,000 Rand. 100,000 Rand in 24 months. How would you like 50 grand a year? Would that change things for you? Yeah. She works. If anybody tells you this is easy, they're lying. People are not easy. People are not easy things. People are very difficult things. You know, you are one, and you know how difficult you are. We always laugh. With Throwdown Thursday, we do once every 3 months. I tell everybody, bring your most difficult friends. And then they come and they sit in here, and I go, you guys are the most difficult. But we know how difficult we are. This is not an easy task to connect people, to get them past their stigma. But if you persist, the payment is there. It's up to you. It's up to you. Then we've got Siaboga, Newcastle, 15 months. 15 months away from the office. He doesn't get to see it. You know, his friends who say to him, I'm not going to believe you until I see the head office. It's 2018, but nonetheless, look through the camera. Do you see this? Do you see it's real? See, it's real, it makes noises. I'm real, promise. I'm not a computer graphic. The back of all these heads is real. They're not cardboard cutouts. These are not cardboard cutouts. Look, they're moving. Do you see? All right, that's real here. But away from the office, with hard work over 15 months, he's created a channel worth 10,000 Rand a month. 10,000 Rand a month. What does 10,000 Rand a month do for you? For him, it's bought him a new car. He's got a new car. Thank you very much, DuePoint. Think about how much car you can buy for 10,000 Rand a month. Buy a lot of car for 10,000 Rand a month. And that's what he's done. And over the course of his 15 months, he's walked away with 90,000 Rand. 90,000 Rand. Come on. Come on. We've got to lift our eyes. We've got to change our perspective. We've got to get our dreams in front of us again. And we've got to start doing this work. We've got to start doing the work. Folks, we've got Patrick and Pumi. They've been with us for 2 years, more than 2 years now, but we pulled these numbers at 24 months. And at that time, over this time of 2 years, they've had the most remarkable experience. They work hard 6 days a week on DuePoint, so they're the high flyers. They're working hard in this business. And they have grown their income to such an extent that I can't tell you how much they earn, because they'd be the next cash and transit heist. They would be. Right at the boom outside here, they'd get caught. So what I did instead was I said, having earned the money over 2 years, if I took the total and I chopped it up into 24 equal pieces, and I pretended they earned the same every month for 24 months, which they didn't. In their first month, I think I got 600 and something Rand, and a couple of months later, they were up to about 10 grand. But if I pretended that the total amount they've earned over the last 2 years was equal amounts every month, then they've earned 32,000 Rand a month since the first month that they joined us. For 24 months. We ask you to put 2 people a month in, all right? 2 people a month, that's what we ask you to do. Patrick and Pumi have put 10 people in a month. 240 people over 2 years. It's 10 people a month. It's not the end of the world. It's 2 to 3 people a week. 2 to 3 people a week, consistently over 24 months, and they're in a position where they have completely and utterly changed their life. If you'd like to see their story of their time here with us, go and watch the YouTube clip. Rob made a whole video on all the things, time on stage, holidays, cars, all sorts of stuff that has been part of their 2-year journey. Why? Because they don't have a short-term perspective. They're not going, oh, I've been here for 24 weeks and I can't take it anymore. Everyone's laughed at me, everybody's let me down, which this, if you talk to them, they'll tell you the stories of people letting you down. But they don't look at it. Their 15, 20-year plan is what they've got. And so to get through the short term is easy. They keep their head up and they keep going for the long term. And as a result, they can be able to show this kind of result in their lives here at DuePoint. Go to our YouTube channel. Go see all the stories. People earning a couple $100, people earning a couple $1,000 a month, people earning tens of thousands of rands a month. We got them all there. Go and look at that small fraction of people we've had on the stage and listen to their stories about how they're building their income with us here at DuePoint. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is DuePoint. From top to bottom, everything you need to know about making a decision tonight, I've now told you. If you want to become a wealth engineer, it's very simple. You go to our website, you click the apply button, you fill out the form. 5 minutes later, you are a wealth engineer, no money having parted from your hands. Again, something everybody seems to forget. They want to run somewhere else where the people want their money. Here, you're a wealth engineer tonight. And tonight, you can start building your wealth with us. If you're serious about this business, go and get the tools. You struggle with data, get the USB stick. You struggle to connect people, get the business cards. Your phone keeps dying on you, get the backup battery. These are tools that help you grow your channels. All the prices are on our counter. Call client service or email them and they'll tell you what things cost and be able to deliver them to your house, or you pick them up here. They're all in the glass cabinet for you. Go and see what the tools are. We've got more coming, incidentally. It's going to be quite exciting. Folks, we're on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, it's time to make a Facebook account. If you don't want to be officially on Facebook, make a fake one. It doesn't matter. Half the content we make at DuePoint is on Facebook only. So if you're not on Facebook, you don't see half of the stuff we produce. Today we had a video we put up. We revealed a whole lot of things we're doing in the next couple of weeks and months. Pretty exciting. You want to know what we're doing. This is a very exciting business to be at right now. I like bubbling the whole time right now with all the stuff that's happening in this business. It's crazy. And you want to connect with us. You know what? You want to know what's happening in the heart of this business every day? Facebook is your place to be. As I said, we're also going to be running a competition on Facebook in the next week or two. You're going to want to be there for that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is where all of our content is. You want to go and find out about our latest presentations, our training, our conferences. It's all on our YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe, guys. Go and click on there, and every day your phone will ping when we go live, etc., etc. Just be connected to us. Be connected. Know the truth of what's going on in this business firsthand from us. And then, folks, download our app. It's free. Put it on your phone, on your tablet. It's the tool you use to build your business here. You don't have the app, it's going to be very difficult for you to build a business with us. On there, like I said, you want to be parking inside here in Joburg. You want to go to that app. You want to go to the bottom. See the 5 buttons at the bottom? And the second bottom from the right-hand side is events. Click on events. If you click on events, you can click attend, book yourself in. They'll let you in the gates. You can park outside. The button, the bottom right-hand side is tools. You click on tools and all your videos are there. There's your training, all your training. One button, click. You saw how fast that was. Hey, you never do a live presentation. I just did one and it worked, you see. The technology actually works. All right, get on the app. Start learning. Your personal documentation is there. Again, I encourage you to read it. We have once a month somebody who calls in and has no idea what the product does, but they've got 26,000 XP. They've watched all the presentations. Guys, take 5 minutes, look through the documentation. It's on your app. Know what you've purchased. You know, my goodness, know what you've purchased with us. It's there for you. Folks, we know that you might not necessarily know how to do this in the beginning. It's a big business. There's lots of things we've got. We take you by the hand through our XP Rewards training program. We make you an expert wealth creator here at DuePoint. We put you through a few steps and programs, and as you complete them, we give you XP points. XP points are experience points. They're not worth rands and cents. They're just simply a measure of your experience with us here at DuePoint. As it grows, naturally your channel will start growing. Where you meet the criteria of experience and channel size, we're going to start ranking you up in the training program. And when we rank you up, we reward you. In the beginning, it's a little bit of cash. As you get a little bit more serious, well, the cash starts getting a lot more serious. And then from rank 5 onwards, we start to give you tools that are going to help you build your business with us. At rank 5, you get an imported lightning memory stick. That lightning memory stick helps you connect people anytime, anywhere, whether you've got data or not. It's got downloads, testimonies, tools, presentations, everything on it for you. At rank 7, we give you a set of imported business cards worth 12,500 rand. Gold gilded. Gold gilded. And gold printed and custom made for you so that you can be connecting individuals with us in a way that legitimizes what you're doing. No one else has 12,500 rand business cards. Go and see them in our glass cabinet. Find rank 7s around you. Let them show you what a 12,500 rand business card looks like. And it's yours. We give it to you at rank 7. Then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size, every year that you do, for the rest of your life, we're going to take you away once a year for a week, business class, all expenses paid, 5-star. This is a rank 9. At the moment, there's 28 ranks in our program. 28. And a third of the way through, we pick you and your family up and we take you away every year for the rest of your life if you maintain your channel size with us. Is it easy to go rank 9? No. 3 plus 2 is going to take you 19 months to get there. You're paying with the price of time. If you can go quicker, record there is 5 months. Record, 5 months. I'm waiting for someone to do it in 90 days. I know someone will. Someone's going to do it in 90 days and go rank 9. But it's up to you. The rest of you, it might take 19 months. It might take 2 years. It really doesn't matter. We go every year. It's an accumulating system. Whatever you do next year, this year, you add to next year. You'll add to the next year. You will ultimately go rank 9 with us. And again, you've got to be willing to look ahead, not right now, to be able to say, hang on, 2 years from now, I'll be having a holiday every December with DuePoint that looks like this.
Gone and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dreams you chase under the rust and blood. Don't let yourself give up.
That was a half-assed round of applause. You don't believe it, do you? You don't believe it. You have to start believing it. Whoever you are, if you are striving for this trip, you've got to believe it. Because if you don't believe it, you're not going to make it. It's a 2-year journey for the average person. You've got to believe it if you're going to be there. I'm going to be there in December, even if I'm by myself, which I won't be because we've got a whole bunch of rank 9s anyway. But even if I was, I'd be there. Are you going to be there? Yes. Are you willing to put the time in? Are you willing to go through the ups and downs? Are you willing to be laughed at and disappointed? Because if you are, you'll be on that boat. That boat equals hard work. It equals hard work and it equals time. It does not. It does not just come easily. And we do not join DuePoint just for this boat as well. We're joining it to create wealth, permanent wealth, not transactional cash, permanent recurring wealth. And that is what we're going to do here at DuePoint. Folks, at rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. I think we downplay this one a lot. When last did any of you receive a free car? We spend like 30 seconds. I'm going to spend 45 seconds on it tonight. When last did you get a free car? Do you want to be on that side of the ropes, or do you want to be on this side of the ropes next time we hand a car out? Wherever you are right now, that's a decision you've got to make, because I am going to give another car to somebody. We've already got somebody heading towards it right now. Is it going to be you watching them on the outside of these ropes again? Are you going to stand in there, or are you going to be the one on the inside getting the car? This is the decision you're going to make. Rank 11 is 2 after rank 9. It doesn't take 5 minutes to get there. But if you believe, then you can get there with us, and that car is yours. It's not rented. It's not financed. I don't give it to you and take it away. It's your car through this system. Folks, this Saturday, we're having another Teamworks meeting. If you were with us this last Saturday, you would know how powerful those Teamworks meetings are becoming. They are the perfect opportunity for you to put brand new people into training with us, and new guests and new wealth engineers from this whole week into that presentation. Guys, I don't know what I need to do to say to you. If you're serious about completely changing your economic future, then 45 minutes on a Saturday morning between 11:30 and 12:15 are the most important 45 minutes of your week. Tune in live if you can't make it here. It is broadcasted live as usual, all of it. Otherwise, if you're in Joburg, get here with your team. It's awesome. We interact directly with you, so we get the mic out. You can ask us questions right there on the spot. It's the only opportunity you get to do that with us. It's a very powerful morning to make sure your guys get the basics and get the belief of what we're doing in this system here at DuePoint. So guys, please get serious, book them in, get them here, or watch live wherever you are around the country. Tune in and watch us 11:30 this Saturday again, Teamworks meeting after our intro presentation at 10. Okay, let's get there. Folks, I think you can see that we're pretty serious about this. I know I'm very serious about this business. We're going to go through this right the way through, when we're going to change South Africans' lives incredibly. This is not one of those things like the Forex trader where 2% of people are going to make it. We're going to affect every South African's life in the DuePoint system. That is what we built this system to do. But we're looking for the people who are willing to pay the price of time. That's what we're looking for. If you're willing to pay the price of time, if you're going to put aside all of your stigmas and all your excuses, then you're able right now, like never before in South Africa, right now, you have something that will create wealth for you if you commit the time and the energy and the thought to it. Folks, if you've got questions and concerns, come and ask us. Ask the people who brought you to wherever you are this evening. Get them answered. Pick up this tool tonight for no cost, and get out there and start creating wealth for yourselves. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live tonight.